Well, first of all, I think it was what an awesome night. I thought the weather was just exceptional, and I thought the turnout was great. There was a lot of energy in the stadium, of course. It almost felt normal, which was really just an exciting time for myself. Look up and see people in the stands enjoying themselves, and our players playing hard, and our coaches having a great time. I just thought it was a really an unbelievable finish to a great spring. And our players, I don't know if you watched the game out there at all, they had a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of fun. And then the game was really, really competitive. It comes down to the last throw right there to Sam Pinckney, basically. And, it could have went either way. But when you split up teams like that and you have so much uncertainty with different lines and quarterbacks and wideouts, and they had a little fun throwing offense and defensive lines in there trying to score and give them the ball. And it was just a great evening, great turnout for our Panther family and Georgia State University football.
All right. Any questions for Coach?
How you doing, Coach?
This being the end of spring, I know, Coach, you're never going to be where you want to be, but how would you assess where your guys are at, or are they close to where you would hope they'd be at this point?
Yeah, I think they are. I think our team, I think our staff, I think our mindset, the overall program is very close to where I think we need to be, or where we think we need to be. We have to continue our focus, of course, through the end of the semester and throughout the summer. But I think we have a chance to be pretty good. I really do.
What was that thing you wanted to address this spring that you feel like is your biggest accomplishment?
Well, I mean, basically every position was every returning starter basically was coming back. So our focus was really on getting our true freshmen that came in, our redshirt freshmen, those that are going to be the future of Georgia State football, getting quality reps for those guys. Breaking in Michele Colacerdo and then Granger coming in from Furman as a transfer, getting those guys where we feel like they're game ready to go play. And after watching tonight, and I know it started off a little slow, but I feel very confident in all three of the quarterbacks that we have. I really do. I think all three can go lead our football team. And, here we were a year ago. We really had one. And so now we've got three guys that we feel like can go lead our offense in scoring drives. So that's a huge accomplishment.
Who caught the touchdown pass from Dan Ellington?
That was Ory John. Yeah, I thought it was going to be. You always have a little bit of fun with that, and I thought throwing it to a has-been quarterback over there on the sideline that now coaches for us, and a former Georgia State Panther that had a long NFL career to catch that touchdown pass. I told Dan I would have let it stand as a touchdown had he thrown it better, but he underthrew it and made it a lot tougher on him, and so I said we're going to have to bring it back and play it.
You talked about the quarterbacks. Look at a couple of running backs that kind of popped up. Like Jam ran hard. There were 3 or 4 of those guys.
We got some horses, I think. You got Destin Coach, you got Jam, you got Hill, you got Marcus Carroll. All those guys have done a good job. I mean, they really have. We've even had newcomers come in. Twan Lane has come in and done a good job. Pruitt has come in. Blackwell's another guy that's, those guys are walk-ons for us, but have come in and really done a very nice job in moving the football. Tucker Gregg is always as solid as ever when he runs the football. I was getting a little bit frustrated because they were trying to throw the ball a little bit too much early on. I was like, guys, let's hand it off, let's just hand it off. So too much look back and throwing, and I kind of like to run the football a little bit, and we got some backs that can do it.
Hey, Coach, Julian Hart, the Signal. Congratulations on the win, I guess.
Damn right, it's a win. Nobody got hurt. We're ready to go.
Awesome. So, we saw the defense flying around, especially in that first half. What did you see out of the defense that was most promising for you as you go into a difficult schedule in 2021?
Our defense has played really well this spring. To tell you the truth, it's been probably the best spring I've seen our defense play. They've really given offensively our coaching staff offensively fits, and have even frustrated our offensive coordinator at times where he's like, I just can't call it versus our defense. They just the intensity that they're playing with now, the maturity level that they play with now is really good to see. And that they're used to the faster tempo. They get their alignments and assignments, and then they get ready to play. And that's what I love to see about them. And then delivering the blows, they can tackle and they can run.
Coach, I wanted to talk about the moment at halftime. You were able to put Keon Carter on scholarship. Just what's he meant to the program and what that moment meant for you to be able to put him on scholarship?
Well, Keon put himself on scholarship. Unfortunately, I'm the guy that signs the check, but those guys that get scholarships here, they're not given, they're earned, every single one of them, and especially a young man like Keon Carter. And I've wanted to do it a year ago, but this does have a number system that you've got to balance things out, and I couldn't do it. But he is a tremendous asset to our program to walk on, and he really plays well when he's in there. He's a strong special teams contributor. It's awesome to see. And I always, when I was growing up, I always was the underdog or the guy that wasn't big enough or wasn't fast enough, that the only way I could get ahead was outwork them. So when I see guys like him and Tucker Gregg and those guys that have been put on scholarship right here, to see those guys go in the weight room, go in the classroom, and then do it out there on the field, it's special for our football program to be able to do that.
Coach, I want to make sure to bring this trend back as Julian did as well. Congratulations on the win.
Yes, sir.
I know you never get tired of hearing that. We never get tired of telling you.
Well, I appreciate that.
Do you feel like tonight helped showcase the depth and of this team, and also moving forward, do you guys feel like you're behind, right on par, or ahead of where you should be at this time of year?
Well, because of our depth, we're ahead. Anytime you can, honestly, we had 3 lines of scrimmage out there from an offensive line that played, and there wasn't a lot of tackles for loss. There wasn't a lot of sacks. That's a huge, huge accomplishment. I've been through springs where you put that second group in there and watch out. Just the bullets flying everywhere. Quarterbacks can't throw the ball. The running backs getting killed in the backfield. And, man, we go 1, 2, 3 and move right along. That's the same thing with us defensively. So that's nice to see. It's very nice to see. So getting the depth of our football team where it is, and it's a good feeling for a coaching staff to know that we have that much depth and we can feel comfortable putting those young guys in there to go be successful. And we were missing some guys that weren't even there tonight.
Any other questions for Coach Elliott?
I got one for you. Just not about the game necessarily, but I saw Chandon came back and was there. Just what does it mean to have a guy like that come back, and somebody who is obviously been in the league a couple of years now to come and be around your guys and show what can happen, if they trust what happens at Georgia State and what you guys are doing?
Man, it's tremendous. You have the athletes that have gone on to be successful. You look at Sully and Penny Hart and John that caught the touchdown pass, the things that they've done, that means a lot. And there was, I think, over 50 former players came back to a flag football game, a little alumni football, flag football contest before the game. And I told them, I said, you guys are really you're the founding fathers of this football program. You build it when, we've got nice facilities now. We've got a nice stadium now. Those guys didn't have that, but they came to Georgia State. They had a belief and a view and a vision to know what it could become if they came and would lay the foundation. So it's amazing to have all those guys come back. And I told them, I said, we've got to have you back. If we want to build our football program to be one of the best in this country, then we've got to have our former players, and we've got to have them back, not just on spring games, but in the fall, in the summer, we've got to have them back and involved.
All right. Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you all very much. And, for those that might watch this that came to the game tonight, we just certainly appreciate the support. That was a really good turnout. The band, the cheerleaders, everyone involved, our players, first and foremost, for going out there and having a little bit of fun tonight. You even saw the big man touchdown run by Dontae Wilson that I didn't think he'd ever get in. But I just want to thank everyone for coming out and supporting Georgia State Panther football. Thank y'all.
Thanks, Coach.
See y'all.
And that's a good segue because joining us in a few moments. All right. I'll open it up for questions.
Where's the damn boy? Questions for Dontae? Our new running back.
Dontae, did you tonight seemed like a lot of fun. Was that kind of what you guys wanted to do? Have some fun and also play a little football?
Yeah, man. Traditionally, we just have an offense versus defense type of spring game. And this year, Coach Elliott gave us the opportunity and the freedom to have a draft and just have two teams and be able to go against each other and have an actual spring game. So, yeah, it was fun, man. Just friendly competition. I mean, it was very competitive, man. From the moment we drafted and figured out who was going to be on what team to the end of the game, man. Very competitive, very fun. We had a blast.
Take us through the play.
Oh yeah. So you talking about the touchdown?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Coach told me he was gonna give me a shot to punch it in the end zone, and I told him, man, that's my natural position anyway, man. So I knew I was gonna score. The first one I scored on the first attempt too, but they just wanted to see if it wasn't luck, so they wanted me to do it again, and I got the job done. Fun, man. It was very fun.
Dontae, can you talk about the energy from the crowd tonight?
Pardon?
Talk about the energy from the crowd tonight.
Oh yeah, man. It was everything. I mean, it was a packed crowd tonight on both sides. I mean, even right there by the scoreboard. I mean, everybody came out and it looked like the fans was having a good time. And I guess the fans feed off our energy because I mean, I could tell from on both sidelines and on the field. I mean, every player out there tonight just had fun with each other. That was the main thing, just to have fun. And I felt as though the crowd was feeding off our energy.
Dontae, Coach had a lot of good things to say about the defense flying around this spring. What did you see from your unit this spring as the practice went on?
Just we have a lot of older guys coming back, and so just the guys who were already here and maybe not playing as much, just stepping up, filling the roles, and just getting better on all cylinders, man, and just competing with one another and just really having fun with it.
Dontae, as I did with Coach, I want to get back in this trend of saying congratulations on the win because spring games are fun and you know we've hit on that. Overall, where do you think this team is at this point of the year, and also what do you take from tonight moving forward in 140 days when this season opens?
Well, obviously, I mean we're night and day from last year. I mean, last year we got our spring canceled because of COVID. We weren't even able to finish the whole springs, and part of the summer workouts got cut off, and we had all these strict rules. So, I mean, from where we are now and last year, it's a night and day. I mean, we've been preparing and putting in all the work, and part of that, to me, I feel as though, I mean, because we had it taken away from us last year, and so just being more not taking it for granted just appreciating every opportunity that we get